Hi, friends.
Hi, friends. It's your friends Caroline and Rashi, and Tony is the director today.
Oh, yeah. My IFB seems a little low today. I don't know why.
Oh, is he not talking correctly?
No, he is, but sometimes, okay, so friends, sometimes these little things, okay, these little tiny things, we could see it, that go in our ear, they get clogged with earwax. Oh, my God. They do.
That's nasty.
It is, but it happens.
I know.
See, I just heard him say, our director, that's nasty, but it's like, yes. I can tell, I think I have some earwax blockage.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's not loud.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that gross?
That is.
Just a fun fact for you guys at home, if you've never worked in the news space, that's,
yes. Oh, no. Tony's like talking in our ear.
Tony said, Rashi said she'd clean mine out.
Yes, Tony's been here forever, by the way. Like, I don't even know how old he is, but he doesn't look old. And he's now he started as a director. Now then he went to creative services. A lot of the promos he helped put together.
Ooh, I think I kind of just fixed it. Oh, can we do an IFB check? That's better.
Okay,
I just literally had to blow on it, and it like,
we're good now.
Anyway,
we're good now.
Anyway, we are so good. But
Tony's back directing. I was
love
talking about
that.
Tony's career here.
Well, switching subjects now.
Okay.
Enough with the earwax and directing. Okay. When was the last time you were in someone's wedding? Has it been a while?
Yes.
Did you go through a phase where you were in a lot of weddings or no? It's okay if you haven't. I haven't.
No, I was not. No, I think I've been in like only a handful of weddings. And it was a long time ago. My last wedding was like, I would say 10 years ago. 8 or 10 years ago, yeah.
Did you have like a best friend that got married and were you in their
wedding?
Yes,
well, yes, I was the maid of honor and that was really fun. I'm trying to think.
So that's a big job,
yes,
maid of honor.
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
Was it expansive?
It was not.
Oh, good. But that's unusual now.
Yes.
It's unusual.
Yes.
Because we're talking about people being burned out from being in wedding parties, okay? So
yes.
You know how much everything costs, like it can add up. And these parties are getting extravagant now, but according to recent data from the Knot, the average cost of being a bridesmaid is about $1,900, causing many people to want to say, I don't. The increasing costs are leading to a new concept called bridesmaid burnout.
Wow.
And so according to a 2019 Lending Tree survey, a third of people who were part of a bridal party went into debt to cover all the related expenses. Actually, one event planner says this is a real thing, and it is understandable.
There's so much financial responsibility. There's so much emotional responsibility. And then also just trying to juggle not only their personal lives and careers, but also, sometimes people are bridesmaids at like 5 and 6 different weddings in a summer, which is really, really hard.
The Knot also found that wedding guests in 2023 spent an average of $580 just to attend a wedding. So, I think in the last 10 years or so, maybe 15, the bridesmaid bachelorette parties and what you have to do to be a bridesmaid has just grown and grown and grown and grown and grown and gotten more expensive and more expensive.
Yes.
And it's a lot. Actually, the last wedding I was in, I was working at a previous job, and my parents actually helped me out to pay for everything that we were doing because it got so expensive. And my parents were like, oh my gosh, that's your best friend, one of your best friends. Like, of course, we want you to go and not have to stress. But we went to a bachelorette party in Disney World.
Oh my gosh.
And I flew from California across the country to Disney World. Then you have to pay for where you stay for that. Then, all the park tickets and then, just gifts and different things. And then the bridesmaid dresses and then the hair and the makeup day of if you want that. I don't regret it at all. But
I could talk so much about this, by the way, just because I think it really has to do with where you are in life in terms of if you're younger, you might not be making as much money because I remember after graduating, I didn't make a lot of money because of obviously the field I'm going into, but then some of my friends who were in the corporate world were already making 6 figures.
Yeah.
So it was like
That's hard.
That is hard. And when you're older, when I say older, I mean, you know, more established in your career and you're making more money, then the expectation can be higher too.
Totally. Well, you brought up a point yesterday when you said, I'm older now and more seasoned in my career, so my boyfriend and I, we plan a lot of fun, exciting things because it's the season of life we're in, like no kids, good jobs, and we get to, you know, go and do things that we just want to do. And you were like, man, Daniel and I were so young whenever we were dating that we didn't get to do those things, and you were kind of like, I love that you're doing that.
Yes, I'm like, you need to do that. I mean, we were both like not making a lot of money at all, so we were in Sherman, Texas, or even like Corpus Christi and stuff, and we would go to Dallas or we'd go to a show or something.
But I used to do that when I was in my young 20s working in the smaller markets. I was doing the same thing that you and Daniel got engaged and got married in your 20s, right?
Right.
And so here I am in my 30s.
But you know, it's great.
Ratting it out.
It's wonderful.
It's fun,
I think it's great. I mean, if you have the chance to travel, I know Will was talking about it. He's going on like some 14-day.
But to be clear, I would still think that is a ton of money to spend, and guaranteed my friends, they would double that. So that would be a freaking ton of money, and it would definitely hurt. It would hurt.
Well, it's also, I'm just so amazed at the large number of bridesmaids some of these people have, like bridesmaids engagement. Like, well, that's a whole process. You have to like.
Here's something to keep in mind too. So the wedding I was in, and I love my friend. She was so fun and so gracious, and it was like such a positive experience for me. But I'll tell you this, each one of us had a different dress. Each dress was not by the same maker. It was coordinated, but it was all by a different designer. She selected them for us. But the price difference in some of them were like $200.
Oh.
So of course, I get assigned the $300 dress, while some people got assigned the $150 dress.
Yes.
And I would literally do anything for my friend. I love her. But
you have to take it into consideration.
You got to take it. It's crazy. So when I think about like one day getting married and having a big bridal party, like I love all my friends, but I also don't want to like make them feel any type of way.
And it doesn't have to be like, there's no standard that you need to have this. Like it could be all one color or whatever you want it to do, you know, whatever you want it to be. I had it like shades. So I had like the one that was standing the furthest away to be the darkest.
Was it all the same dress though, and then different shades?
It was, well, one of my friends, she's Muslim and she can't show her arms, and so I had to get like a specific type for her. It just gets to be a little bit complicated when you want it to be a certain way.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, but I also had two weddings. We had an Indian wedding and a Catholic one, and so for the Indian wedding, I just bought them all saris, and so they wore the sari for the Indian wedding. But you have to just be mindful. There was no way I was going to have them buy two different ones and stuff like that.
I know. It's so crazy. And I think about all my amazing different friends.
Yes.
And everybody's in different points of their lives. And I would just, I'm going to have a hard time with this because
I think you just have to do this is how I did it, and this is how a lot of my friends have done it, where looking back at the pictures, who are the people that you think you're going to call 10 years from now?
Oh, yeah. Probably the same people that I've been calling for the past 10 years.
Right.
So that's so true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there are some people I'm close with that I was close with when I was younger.
Yeah.
Now I'm close with now, but like I wasn't at that time period in my life. So
yeah,
it's just that season. You just see what's happening.
And I mean, I don't even think that you need to do bridesmaids and grooms.
No, you don't have to.
Like, if that's not for you, I would be totally kind of cool. Like, I have close friends, you being one, that I would like love to do a batch trip with one day.
That would be so fun, but that's like.
But you don't necessarily have to have all these people standing up there with you. I kind of think it's a weird concept now, but I'll probably still do it.
Yes.
I bet you though, if like my sister ever gets married, there's no way she's doing that. Like, I feel like I can see a more modern wedding, but I think I'm going to go very traditional one day probably, because I think that really is probably who I am. But my sister, there's no way, I will be the only person, and she'll be like, just wear something fabulous. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel the same way if my sister gets married. I say that, like, she's probably not watching, but I know she's not watching. But I would also be okay, and I haven't said this like out loud before, if I'm not like the matron of honor.
Really?
Well, because we're not as close as she is with other friends. Like, and some of you may not have a close relationship with a sibling just because you're blood related.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's funny because at my cousin's wedding, not funny, like I loved it. It was awesome. But the maid of honor, which, well, it went both ways. They did it the same way. So I have 2 girl cousins and they have a brother. They both hate public speaking. So like, no way am I standing up and giving any type of speech and toast without the brother. So they did it together. And it was actually so cute because it was like,
nice.
you know, then, I mean, they're both brother and sisters. Like, they're close. Like, your brother deserves some love. And so they did like a joint thing. And it was so cute.
Everyone has their own thing. Our executive producer, John Groby, I went to his wedding. Daniel actually officiated it. And it was so cool because it was like his brother. And then it was like his friends that were his brother's friends, like because they became his friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was, I guess, I mean, I think it was a big party, but it was like, I think 4 or 5 people. But still, these people meant a lot. And I think at the end of the day, that's what matters.
I just keep laughing too because like I have a lot of close friends from my college golf team and stuff, and I'm just like, man, the one is gonna just cringe at whatever dress she has to wear. You know what I mean? Like,
who cares?
And she wouldn't like fight about it or anything, but I like also feel bad because it's so like wouldn't be this person to like put a dress on and like.
But that's when you're like, funny. You're welcome. You're going to be in all of my pictures.
I know. And I have other friends that would just. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel bad for them. But like also I love them. So I would want them to be part of the day. But I don't know. I also would love to have a bachelorette party somewhere really fun.
You should have a bachelorette party like on a yacht.
That's what I'm manifesting.
That's
if you have a yacht, message me. And once I get engaged.
And we're going to figure it out.
Yes. We'll be right back. Yeah. Welcome back, friends. You know what I love?
What?
Spam. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what it is. But a Minnesota man.
I was going to ask, what? Isn't that like some food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a funny story. So a Minnesota man and his love for Spam went viral when he tried to bring a case of it through TSA. The man had recently taken a trip to Austin, Minnesota, home of the Spam Museum, but he didn't have time to visit. So people that he met during his trip gifted him with these cans of Spam to make up for it. It made his luggage too heavy, so he added them to his carry-on, but TSA made him go through an extra search. He says that they eventually let him go with the Spam, and TSA even shared his video on Instagram. That got the attention of the Spam company. Now they're sending him a case to add to his collection, and they're planning a Spam night at the restaurant where he works. Okay, okay, I need to Google what exactly is Spam.
It doesn't look good.
It's like, is it meat?
I guess canned meat? Is that? Okay, that's what it is.
Meat.
Is it good?
It's a brand of processed canned pork and ham made by this food company.
Have you tried some, Tony?
Are they good? Fried Spam sandwiches.
Oh, it's like bologna. That's what Tony says. All right. Well, now he gets a whole bunch of it for, I mean, TSA.
That's funny, though. Like, why? I've never met somebody that loves Spam. It's so weird to even meet people who like bologna these days. So what a great advertisement.
Yeah, and it's like Bologna. Bologna.
Bologna. But I mean, Spam is not like a very trendy type of food. It's like a bunch of processed meat. So great advertising there for them.
Yes.
Let Spam have her moment.
Yes. Or his moment. Or their moment.
Yeah, maybe it's a their.
Maybe not a their, a they, them.
A they, them.
Yeah, maybe it's a they, them.
All right, we'll be right back.
Elon Musk, billionaire. He is threatening to ban Apple devices from all of his companies after the tech giant announced a partnership with OpenAI. Musk went on X, formerly known as Twitter, to voice his concerns in a post. He says if Apple integrates with OpenAI, it would be, quote, an unacceptable security violation. And he adds that Apple has no clue what's actually going on. I agree.
I'm glad you said that because I think it's just highlighting the fact that we still don't know a whole lot about AI.
No, and we're just being fed all this AI stuff and using it, not realizing how much data is being collected from us and how that could possibly be used against us. I'm being pessimistic about it. There's also obviously good things AI does, but the whole thing is scary because
yeah. Well, it's interesting because I wonder if Elon Musk is going to invest in or create any type of AI on his own. But the interesting thing is, with his point, is we all use Apple products, okay, right here. Now, I'm not concerned about any of my data being taken, shared, whatever. I'm not an innovator like Elon Musk with his companies and SpaceX and Tesla, and they're working on things. I wonder if he feels like Apple could infringe on any of that, or it's just
Well, that is a good point, because if you think about it, people think Tesla is a car company, electric car company. But I was reading this article, I don't remember what publication, but how it's actually a data collecting company. And so they know all of your data when you're driving, when you drive, how you drive, all kinds of stuff.
And so, that's why he's hyper aware of, like, he knows more than what we're ever going to know as to how that works and what they're doing, because Tesla does that.
Yes. I feel like it's normal folks like us, Elon Musk, AI.
Yeah.
So he's threatened by AI.
So if he's saying it's a threat, honestly, he knows a lot more about that industry than...
But is it a threat to him or is it a threat to us?
Well, I think I always think, like, yeah, turn my location on, track me. Like, I'm not doing anything that I shouldn't. I'm not inventing any codes or anything like a Tesla, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think for Elon Musk, I think maybe he feels like it could threaten his business. And the technology they're working on. You know, I have friends with Teslas, and basically they're tracked, like you said, and my friend doesn't like when her husband drives her Tesla because he speeds too much, and then her insurance will go up. Or if she doesn't have any traffic violations and she keeps with the speed limit, like, her rate will go down because all the insurance is done through Tesla.
Right.
Isn't that funny?
That's crazy. I mean, and then the way that I see, you said you put locations on and you don't care. I have this weird logic where I say, no, this app can't have my location.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, same. Google can, because I need to know how I'm getting right. And I need to know where I'm going.
Well, Instagram can have it because I can tag my location and say I was here or there.
But except for Facebook won't.
I'm at Minute Maid Park watching the Astros, like, gotta put that location. But, like, nope, this app cannot.
Yeah, no, I am so safe.
I know.
Yeah, it's.
Do you share your location with friends and stuff? I always do.
I have, and it's just crazy because it's like we don't go anywhere without our phones, and we're just walking GPSs for everybody.
Well, when I can't get a hold of my mom, she's not texting me or answering me, I literally will check her location. I check my sister's location when she's late for things like the airport, missing flights.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, she's still in her apartment.
Oh gosh. So once you share a location.
You can share it indefinitely. You could share it till the end of the day.
Got it.
So yeah, I love looking at my mom and sister's location. I don't have Connor's though.
Yeah, I don't have anybody's. I
feel like you can't have your significant other's location until, like, you're, like, married.
I wouldn't even want I wouldn't really even want the location. Like, why wouldn't I wouldn't really, like, look at it. I would much rather look at the Disney lines at Disney World with your app or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Tron's doing well today.
I know, right? I was actually the other day looking at the Disneyland lines because I'm going soon.
Yes.
So I was like, all right, we're going to need Genie Plus, and we'll try and need individual Fast Pass for that one.
These are intense Disney people. I love it, though.
We are. You know what I'm finding is very interesting, and I love it. I respect it. I'm here for it. Everybody, so you might have a group of people and we all love Disney, right? But we all kind of do it differently. Like, one person might not see the importance of Genie Plus because maybe they just like to, like, leisurely walk around, and then you have, like, the psychopaths that are like, we're getting on every ride and da-da-da, and then you have the foodies who, like, have the reservations at the different, and it's like, but everyone has their own way of doing it.
Right.
Not saying one's right and one's wrong, but it's interesting.
I think that there's different levels. There's your level and Daniel's level, which is Disney in an organized manner.
Yeah.
Then there's people who just go and just think it's just going to happen and everything's going to work out. And then there's the middle where it's just kind of along for the ride.
I think I love, though, that you guys prioritize the food experience and the dining experience as much as like the attractions and like the activities that you want to do. That's really how I am. Like getting that reservation at that restaurant at Epcot or wherever. That is high priority to me, and he likes the whole experience.
Yes, the whole thing. So I'm just there for the ride. Like I'm just going.
You are. But I like how you guys like to do the food, like the dining and the character breakfast. Some people don't really care about that aspect of it. Maybe they're just like more focused on the rides, but like any way you do it is fine. Yeah. It's fun to like see how different people do it.
But I loved Tron. Like that's my favorite.
Same.
Favorite.
My sister was like, does Disneyland have Tron? I was like, no. Oh. It's only in Magic Kingdom and Disney World.
Yes. Definitely go there if you have a chance to.
All right, friends. Thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Caroline and Rashi. We hope that you watch us live every day at 3:30 because it is fun when we're live.
Yes, it definitely is. Or if you binge watch us, you're so cool.
Yes.
And thank you for doing that.
We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye, friends.